Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wanted to create your own skincare? Something that's pure, effective, and just perfectly made for you? Well, today, that is exactly what we're going to do. We are diving into how you can make your very own luxurious, organic lip balm, and you can do it right from your own kitchen. It is so much simpler than you think. But first, let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever flipped over your favorite lip balm, looked at that super long ingredient list, and just wondered, what is half of this stuff? It's a totally fair question, and honestly, it's what gets so many of us started on this whole DIY journey in the first place. And the difference is, well, it's night and day. A lot of the commercial balms you'll find use petroleum-based ingredients. They create a barrier, sure, but they don't really hydrate your lips. Plus, they're often packed with synthetic fragrances and who knows what other chemicals. But when you make it yourself, you are in 100% control. We're talking nourishing plant oils, pure butters. It's a total game changer for your skin. Okay, so let's get into why this switch is so important. Choosing natural and organic ingredients, it's not just some trend. It has real, actual benefits for the health of your skin. And here is the single most important thing to remember. The skin on your lips is incredibly delicate. It is so much thinner than the skin on the rest of your body. So what does that mean? It means it absorbs whatever you put on it much more easily, which is exactly why the quality of your ingredients is just absolutely crucial. The benefits really speak for themselves. With organic ingredients, you know you're avoiding synthetic pesticides. They also pack a way bigger nutritional punch, holding onto more of those skin-loving vitamins like A and E. Plus, they're better for the planet. And, maybe most importantly, they give you true deep hydration instead of just sitting on the surface like a wax shield. Feeling inspired yet? I hope so. Great. Let's get to the really fun part, gathering your supplies. And listen, don't worry, you probably have almost everything you need already waiting for you in your kitchen. So you'll need a simple double boiler, and that can seriously just be a heat-safe glass measuring cup sitting in a pot of simmering water. You'll also need some measuring tools, something to stir with, your lip balm tubes or tins, and trust me on this one, paper towels. They make clean up a breeze. See? Super simple. Okay, now for the ingredients. Let's talk about the magic trio behind every single perfect lip balm. It really all comes down to this simple, beautiful balance. You need a hardener, like wax, to give it structure. You need a butter for that creamy, luxurious feel. And you need an oil to deliver all that wonderful nourishment deep into your skin. Beeswax is the classic go-to for your hardener. But if you're looking for a plant-based option, candelilla wax is a fantastic vegan alternative. Now here's a super important pro tip. Candelilla is way harder than beeswax, so you only need to use about half the amount to get that same perfect firmness. All right, are you ready for the secret to success? It's not some complicated, intimidating recipe. Nope, it is a simple, elegant formula that I love to call the golden ratio. This is the number you need to remember, 1-1-2. That's it, 1 part wax, 1 part butter, and 2 parts oil. This ratio is your blueprint for a balm that's firm enough to hold its shape in a tube, but soft enough that it just glides on beautifully. And the process itself? It's just 6 easy steps. You're going to prep your containers, gently melt your main ingredients, do a quick little spoon test to check the feel, add your final touches like essential oils, pour it all in, and then just let it cool. That's it. And now for my absolute favorite trick, the spoon test. Before you pour everything into your tubes, just dip a cold metal spoon into your melted mixture. It hardens almost instantly, giving you a perfect sneak peek of the final texture. Is it too soft? Add a little more wax. Too hard? A splash more oil. It is completely foolproof. Okay, so even with the perfect ratio, sometimes things can go a little sideways. But don't you worry, we're going to cover the most common issue right now so you can learn to fix it like an absolute pro. So, have you ever made a DIY body butter or a balm, and when it's all done, it has this, slightly grainy texture? It's a super, super common problem, especially when you're using one of the most popular natural butters out there. That gritty feeling is almost always caused by shea butter. If it cools down too slowly, its different fatty acids can separate and form these tiny little crystals. But the fix? It could not be simpler. Just gently remelt the whole mixture, and this time pop it in the fridge to cool down quickly. Problem totally solved. All right, you've got the basics down and you know how to troubleshoot. So now let's cover a few final pro tips that are going to take your homemade balm to a truly professional level. let's quickly run through these 4 key things. First, play with your wax to oil ratio, depending on your climate. A little more wax if it's warm, a little more oil if it's cold. Second, store your balms in a cool, dark place, and they'll last for ages. You can even add a tiny pinch of beetroot powder for a beautiful natural tint. And last, please remember the cleanup hack. Wipe your warm pots and cups with a paper towel. Never, ever pour melted wax down your drain. So, to quickly recap the most important things. Remember that golden ratio, 1:1:2. Use the spoon test to nail your texture every time. If you're going vegan, remember to use half the candelilla wax. And for the love of your plumbing, wipe your beakers warm. And that's really it. You've just learned everything you need to know. You now have the knowledge and the power to create skincare that isn't just pure and effective, but is also completely, uniquely yours. This is honestly one of the best and most rewarding ways to get started in the world of DIY skincare. So my final question for you is, now that you're basically a lip balm expert, what are you inspired to create next? The possibilities are absolutely endless. Now, if you want to get started with a step-by-step recipe, including all the exact measurements and even more expert tips, make sure you click the link in the description below. It'll take you to the full, detailed source post.